Kirk Duckwall here with your Market Monday real estate stats for the Twin Cities area. We're setting records all over the place right now. What do I mean by that? We'll get into that in just 1 second, but first make sure you click on that subscribe button. We know that knowledge is power, and the more knowledge that you have about our Twin Cities market, the more that you can leverage that to your advantage. So again, click on that subscribe button. Let's dive into the data. Showings per week per listing as expected, tracking even faster than the previous week. This is the median sale price range, 200 to 400K. Minneapolis, St. Paul area was at a 5.57. Now it's at a 6.04. That's ahead by 3% over the same time last year. Something that's really interesting is if we look back just a few months and how we were tracking as far as total number of showings, we can look back at the week of the 29th, November 29th through December 5th, seeing 2334, and a year previous it was at 1251. That gap is closing. And as we look at different cities and suburbs, it appears that it's roughly the same number of buyers out there as it was a year ago. But what's causing us to track so much faster as far as the multiple offers and that total showing activity is that really limited number of listings. We'll talk about that in 1 second. I want to touch, though, on home affordability. With prices dropping back a little bit, this is not the main player, but with prices dropping back a little bit, combined with historically low interest rates, which we'll talk about in 1 second, that home affordability is on the rise. So homes are even more affordable than even a few months back. So it is really a great time if you can find a place as a buyer to be out there. You just need to be patient. Talking about interest rates, touch on that quickly. Coming from our resident mortgage geek, Chad Preby, he gave us some information. So late last week, we saw this jump in interest rates from a 2.65 up to a 2.79. However, Friday was a really good day for bond markets bringing down interest rates. So we actually saw them fall back to, again, historic lows. So setting those records there, setting the records with total showing activity, and setting records as far as all-time low inventory, down 39.8%. So that's what's making it such a competitive market out there. So where is all that bringing our market meter? We were last week at an 8.19, now up to a 9.49. This is basically better than anything we saw for sellers out there. Not so good for buyers as far as the strength in the market. So if we look at our market meter gauge, 9.49, extreme sellers market. So for predictions out there, sellers, it's time to sell. If you want to get on the market this year, this is the time. If you wait for that flood to come, which I'm expecting to see basically as the snow melts and the grass starts turning green, that may happen again, something similar to what we saw in 2017. We're going to start to see that market meter slide back into a more stable market. It's going to be much more favorable to buyers. Now, for buyers out there, I want to talk real quick about something I discuss with a lot of my clients and then the classes I do, which is what I call Friday houses versus Monday houses. Right now, with listings, a lot of properties come on the market Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and if you're not out there within the first day or two, you're not going to be able to, one, maybe get a showing booked, and two, it's going to probably be, the likelihood of being in multiple offers is very, very high. And don't think by getting in the door you're going to avoid multiple offers, because the agents are smart enough. They know they're going to set a deadline for Saturday or Sunday night or maybe Monday midday for having all offers received. So that's what I call a Friday house, a house that comes on extreme activity. A Monday home, though, is one that's made it through that first weekend and now might be a lot more negotiable. This might only be 20 or 30% of the properties out there, but as a buyer, these are the ones you may want to focus on. These are the ones that aren't going to be extremely high priced, high competition. Hopefully you found this information valuable. Again, click on that subscribe button. Take care, be safe, and have a great week.